life. Happy journey. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Walking the Path. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to be here with you and that I get a chance to talk to you today and to be with you today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. I'm really grateful. So here's what's going on. I want to talk to you today about two things. First thing, I want to take a few minutes and talk about rythmia and tell you what's going on at Rythmia. Hey, everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming in. So beautiful to see you guys streaming in. And I want to tell you a little bit about Rythmia, and then I want to talk to you about SURE-ISM and why we don't want to be optimistic. We want to be sure. We want to be a suretarian, right? I don't want to be optimistic. I don't want to be, why? I'm going to tell you why. So first, this Facebook Live is under the auspices of Rythmia Life Advancement Center. I've been at Rythmia for the last 5 years. And I can't tell you, I was just having a conversation last night with someone who said to me, they had not been to Rythmia, and they said, I've been in the plant medicine space for a long time. And they were talking to me about an experience that they had in the medicine. And I was able to just break it down, boom, 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 exactly what was going on. And they said to me, I've been in this space for so long, I've never thought of it like that. Well, guess what? That came from Rythmia. This is why there are so many places to try and to work with plant medicine, and why Rythmia is such a unique place, because the principles are broken down so simply, so clearly. It's distilled, like the essence of what the medicine is trying to do is to get us to see something. It's to get us to feel something. And when we focus on the feeling of it, not the interpretation of what it looks like and what I thought it would be, when we focus on how it's making us feel, what it's reflecting back to us, then we can access those deep subconscious patterns that have been holding us back that we don't even know. It's like the stuff that's holding us back, we don't believe anymore. We don't consciously or intellectually think that's true anymore. But there's this thought deep underneath our subconscious that's still active, and it's undistinguished. That's what the medicine does. Now, it's doing that wherever you go. That's what the medicine is trying to do, period. But Rythmia is a container in which you can realize in a week, boom, what you haven't realized in 50 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So I want to encourage you to, if you're questioning, wondering about plant medicine, call the number on the screen and check it out. Ask some questions. Get curious about it. Okay, next, SURE-ISM. Why is it more important? Why is SURE-ISM more powerful than optimism, right? Optimism is like a forecast. It's like, no, I'm optimistic that things are going to be good, but I'm not absolutely sure. Well, guess what? That is the problem right there, right? Because it's not hopeful, it's faith. It's not optimism, it's SURE-ISM. What is the difference? Well, here's the truth. The truth is that no matter what the appearances are, everything is working together for our good. No matter what the circumstances of our lives are, no matter what just happened, something good is seeking to emerge. And you and I and we will be successful no matter what. I'm sure of it. I'm as sure of that as I am that it always clears up. If it's storming, it's going to be clear. If it's night, it's going to be day. If it's winter, it's going to be spring. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that when I stand in front of a mirror, that the reflection that I get back is the exact thing that I put in. And what else I'm sure of with a mirror is that I don't have to do anything to get it to reflect back at me. I don't have to beg the mirror or pray to the mirror or cajole the mirror or persuade the mirror to reflect back to me what I'm putting in. Boom, it happens automatic. That's the nature of the universe. That's the nature of plant medicine. And when we are that sure that what we're putting in is going to be reflected back, then you're a suretarian. What does that mean? It means that no matter what the circumstances of our lives, it means no matter what's happening, we are not getting caught up in appearances. We're not getting caught by the circumstance, because the circumstance is a temporary aberration. It's a temporary appearance, and it will change. here's the truth, that the current circumstance that you or I are in right now is a condensation of our previously held opinions, thoughts, perspectives, points of view, and beliefs. They are condensed into this experience. It's the spiritual principle that what we think about, we bring about. That's the truth. Where our attention goes, our energy flows. Where our energy flows, things emerge. Energy equals matter. Energy equals matter. E equals MC squared. That's the big theory of relativity. And that's the thing we need to clue into, that our energy will manifest. And that's the nature of reality. And the nature of the universe is that it's reflecting back to us what we put in. So what we want to do to be a suretarian, not to be an optimistarian, right? To be a suretarian is we want to be able to anchor ourselves in the truth, no matter what the appearances are. How do we do that? We have powerful affirmations. We have powerful spiritual principles that we can turn to. So affirmation, principle, also anchoring the moments of high resolve, right? When things are demonstrated in our life, we want to anchor it. For example, look back in your life and look at a time when something was topsy-turvy. Look at a time when something happened. I just had a client call me, and one of his main employees has just left, and he's on his way for vacation. Doesn't know what to do, right? We're a suretarian. We know what to do. We know that every challenge is an opportunity. We know that any possible obstacle is the way. We know that. We're sure of it. And what else we're sure of is that this moment, this thing that we're experiencing, is a condensation of what we were thinking about before, right? It's a condensation of what we were thinking before. It's condensed into our current experience. So first thing to do is to stay in radical acceptance of what's so, exactly as it is. No wringing our hands. I wish it was different. Oh, I don't want this to happen. No resistance. Complete acceptance. Now, being in acceptance doesn't mean we're like, I guess that's the way it is. No, being in acceptance. Hi, Leslie. Thank you. Being in acceptance means that we accept what's so right now so that we can create what's coming next. Because the past is what's happening now is a condensation of our past thoughts. So what's happening and what's going to happen in the future will be a condensation of our current thinking. So what are we thinking now? The universe is taking a snapshot of your thoughts every moment. And the universe doesn't hear us. The universe feels us. So we want to be feeling good. We want to be feeling abundant. We want to be feeling healthy. We want to be feeling that everything is working together for our good. We want to be feeling that now is the time. Today is the day. This is the moment of our seemingly impossible good has come to pass. We want to be feeling that every storm is going to clear up, that every dark night is going to have a dawn, that every winter is going to have a spring. We want to be feeling that deep in our bones. And this is the way that we then become the alchemists for our lives, creating in the next instant what is going to emerge. So no matter what the appearances are, we stay sure. No matter what the circumstances are, we stay clear. There's only one thing happening. There's only one good. Spiritual principle, one good, one life, one mind, one energy. It's all happening now. And when I'm anchored into that one good, what does that mean? Thanks, Tanya. Thank you, brother. Hey, Vinny, good to see you, brother. What does that mean when we say it's all good, everything is working together for our good? It means not that everything is good, but that everything works together for good, because the nature of reality is that it is always seeking to express more. The nature of the universe is that it's expansive. The nature of life is that it always wants more life. Life is always seeking more life. If you look in nature, life finds a way. Life is seeking to emerge somewhere. That's what's happening in us and in you. That's why we say it's all good. It's all seeking to emerge. It might look like a storm, but that storm is really bringing more life, right? So if life is for more life, life is for itself, and you and me, we're a part of life. We're part of nature. And the nature of life is that it's seeking more. It's seeking to expand. So we have to catch on to that. We have to clue in and not get caught up in the appearance, not get caught up in the story, not get caught up in our negative thinking, our negative beliefs. We want to be anchored in the truth that no matter what the appearances are, something wonderful is happening. Something wonderful is happening. Every obstacle becomes a pathway. Every perceived challenge becomes an opportunity. This is the mindset. So the three things that we want to do is have at our disposal affirmations, spiritual principle, and demonstrations. Affirmation, spiritual principle, and demonstrations. Some affirmations that we want to clue into. I want to tell you about a beautiful woman, Florence Scovel Shinn. She was a metaphysician from like 1920s. She has a book called, she has lots of books, The Game of Life and How to Play It, Your Word is Your Wand are two of my favorites. You can go on YouTube and look up Florence Scovel Shinn and find some of her affirmations. Her affirmations are powerful. Something like, the supply always precedes the demand. The supply always precedes the demand. There's an infinite supply waiting for us to accept. If it's about debt, she has a beautiful affirmations about debt. I deny debt. There is no debt in the divine mind. I deny debt. There is no debt in the divine mind. I owe no person anything. I know no man, no woman, no institution, anything. All is squared. I send out love and forgiveness to all. And I know that any of my obligations are wiped out in a magical way, right? If we're talking about health, an affirmation for health. Right now, my body is the body of God. My body is shot through with light. Every cell of my body is filled with the light of the divine. It's streaming through me right now. And so this is how we want to anchor into an affirmation that helps lift our mind above confusion, because we get mired down in the lower thought forms of fear, doubt, worry, lack, limitation, not enoughness. Something happened and it's bad. And then I get caught in the story of it's bad and I go into this downward spiral of bad. Right? Well, here's what we know, that no matter how stormy it is, it's going to clear up. That's a fact. That's a fact. No matter how low it goes, it's going to come up. What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. That's the nature of reality. And so we've got to anchor into that truth. We want to have our affirmations at our disposal. We want to have our spiritual principles at our disposal. So affirmations was the first thing. I recommend that you find affirmations online, write your own. Look at Florence Scovel Shinn for some powerful affirmations. Begin to anchor into cluing into affirmations that help us lift our minds above confusion, no matter what the circumstances are. The second thing we want to do is be anchored in spiritual principle. What is spiritual principle? Spiritual principle is truth, right? Spiritual principles are true all the time, no matter what. They're true all the time because it's true. The truth isn't, as Reverend Michael says, sometimey. It's not sometimes the truth and sometimes not. No, the truth is always the truth. Boom, period. True is true. True is real. True is eternal. True is enduring. True is unchanging. So if the truth is always the truth and the truth is real and enduring and unchanging, then I need to click into that truth. And that's what spiritual principle is. So a spiritual principle, everything is working together for my good, no matter what the appearances are. That's a spiritual principle. Something wonderful is happening is a spiritual principle because it's all good. The spiritual principle is life is for more life. Therefore, life is for me. Right? We want to have these principles. Oneness, the presence of the divine mind, the presence of God, the presence of intelligence, the presence of the Buddha consciousness, the presence of the Christed consciousness is always available. And I am one with it. And it is indivisible. The presence, the unified field, the quantum physicists call it the unified field. The metaphysicians call it the field of infinite potential and infinite possibility. The religious people call it the realm of God or heaven. But whatever you call it, it is a place of unification. There is no division. There is no separation in that place. And that is the place from which all things emerge. From the invisible to the visible, from energy into matter. E equals MC squared. Most famous mathematical equation there is. This is a spiritual principle. Things move from the formless to the formed, from the invisible to the visible. So if things are moving from the formless to the formed, from the invisible to the visible, then what I'm thinking about is invisible and will emerge in form. What I think about, I bring about. That's a spiritual principle. So we want to be anchored in spiritual principles so that when the inevitable shift hits the fan, right, When stuff changes and we're not ready for it, we don't get caught up in, oh no, this is a sign I've missed my opportunity. No, there's no missed opportunity. Spirit is never late. There's an infinite good. That's a spiritual principle. Spirit is infinite and good is infinite, and more good than you could ever imagine is waiting, just waiting to come through you and to come through me if we only open up to receive it. But when we're in these lower thought forms of fear, doubt, worry, lack, limitation, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, something wrong is happening, it's happening out there, something is happening to me. When we're in victim mentality, when we're in victim consciousness, we close the aperture, and now the whole presence of God is looking to get through here, right? And we want to open up so we can receive more good, so we can be more aware of the good that's coming in. It's like if you had a drain and it's all this water was trying to get through the drain, right? And it's like your good is just dripping out, right? Little drips of good. Well, if we were able to clear that drain, open up that channel, all that good falls through. So you haven't missed an opportunity. Nothing is lost. Nothing is ever lost in the divine mind. The universe itself is the most efficient thing around, right? Why do I say the universe is the most efficient organism, the most efficient thing? Because there's a first law of thermodynamics that states energy is neither created nor destroyed, but transferred or conveyed into various forms. First law of thermodynamics. If energy is neither created nor destroyed, but transferred or conveyed into various forms, then nothing is ever lost. Not one bit of energy, not one bit, not one particle, not one kirtan or whatever the hell they call it, not one of them is lost. Nothing is lost. It's changed, it's transmuted, it's moved, but it's not lost. So if we clue into, there's nothing lost in the divine mind. There's nothing lost in the universe. The first law of thermodynamics tells us that. If we clue into that, then we haven't missed any opportunities. It's just like that drain. All that good is just backed up, waiting. It's waiting. And we just have to open up for that good to come. That is a spiritual principle. So we anchor in our affirmations and we anchor in our spiritual principles to help lift our minds above confusion. Something else you can do is find a spiritual practitioner. Don't go to the people that agree with you that shit is going wrong. You know those people, you can go to them, you're like, oh my God, you won't believe it. Oh yeah, I hate that. Oh, they'll just get right in there with you. Just dig right down into the shit with you, right? You don't want those people. You want to go to someone who, when you come to them with a problem, they go, I know everything's unfolding in absolute divine perfection. Something wonderful is happening. We just got to clue into it, right? Hey, Diego, great to see you too, man. We just have to check into it, right? So you want to find a practitioner. You want to find a spiritual guide. You want to find someone who knows the truth for it about you and for about me when we can't see it. I'm a spiritual practitioner and I see clients. Guess what? I have an appointment with my practitioner today. I'm looking forward to it because I need to see people who know for me the truth when I can't see it for myself. So that's a third thing you can do, is find that anchor in your life that knows the good no matter what the circumstances are, that doesn't get caught up in the gossip and go down the oh, that's so bad. Oh, I can't believe they did that. Oh my God, right? You don't want to get caught up with that person. You want to go to someone that lifts you up, doesn't go down there with you, right? And then the fourth thing that you can do is anchor the moments of high resolve. What does that mean? Anchor the moments of high resolve is a phrase that I heard first from Howard Thurman, who was a spiritual teacher. He was the mentor to Martin Luther King Jr. He was really the one who brought non-resistance and the philosophy of Gandhi to the United States. And King, expressed it, but Howard Thurman was the dude, man. He said, anchor the moments of high resolve. What does that mean? It means when things go right, when things click for us, when a demonstration of good comes to us, we need to journal about it. I got my journal right here. We need to journal about it and write it down so that we anchor it, so that we secure it. And because inevitably other stuff is going to happen and we're going to forget all the times that we were blessed, all the times that we thought something was happening and the best thing happened, the best case scenario emerged. We want to write down and journal all of the times when good occurred in our life, when we were blessed in a way that was unexpected, when unexpected good, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected love, unexpected money, unexpected prosperity, unexpected offers came to us in unexpected ways from unexpected places. We need to be recognizing that stuff. That's what anchor the moment of high resolve means. We need to be recognizing when that stuff happens so that we remember to remember. We have to remember to remember. Otherwise, we forget. And then the next bad thing, and oh, yeah, it's just the same as always was. And no, it's not the same as it always was, because guess what? It's always worked out for you. It's always worked out for you, no matter what. In the end, it's worked out. In the end, it always works out. And if it hasn't worked out, it's not the end, because it's going to work out. That's what being a suretarian is. That's what SURE-ISM is. We got to be sure. I'm feeling sure. Are you feeling sure? Let me know if you're feeling sure. All right. I think that's our talk for today. I'm pretty sure about it. So if you're a suretarian, let me know. I'm wishing you peace and richest blessings right here, right now, knowing this truth for each one, hearing my voice now or hearing it later on the replay, that everything is unfolding in divine perfection, that nothing is ever lost, that there is no loss, there is no lack, there is no illness, there is no congestion in the divine mind. And we are one with that divine mind. We are one with the eternal energy of life that is seeking to express through us. We open now to receive the gift of life. I'm so grateful that we receive the gift of life from all sources: unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and your life and the life of others. We open to receive it, hands outstretched, heart open wide, and we pass it on. I know that each one of you is a center of beneficial good in your life and in the life of others, so that as you receive all this good pouring into you, it's amplified and magnified, and you pass it on. And in God's good way, it is returned back to you again, amplified and magnified again. That's what I'm talking about. And so it is. Ashe, amen, hayaya, alleluia, and so be it. Have a great day.